Now this one is a special dedication to all the man them in a Rikers Island. Cocotti and now the ranking man. Now Cocotti, come sing out.
The first time the youth come on New York, them tell him youth, you mustn't skylark. Learn a trade or go to school, and don't you turn yourself in a fool. But now him gone a Rikers Island, him never want go a Rikers Island.
Come no, me, no like Rikers Island. Come no, me, no like Rikers Island.
Yo, what up, YouTube, what's going on? You are now back with your boy Dmoneybags on the check-in. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Share this video if you can for me, please. I need your help. I'm trying to rise up. You already know. Alright. Anyway, today's topic. Alright, today's topic is about me and my experiences with selling a little bit of drugs. This is about almost 20 years ago. So you know what I mean? And this is, I just want to set an example. I just really want to set an example for the youth, man, for the kids that's involved in things like this. All right, so my story should help you guys and you know what I mean, give you a little bit of insight on what could happen. I've been down this road, and I'm here to let you know if I've been down this road already, and I'm telling you that down that road, you're gonna run into some serious problems. You heard? And fortunately, by the grace of the mighty Father, the King of all kings up above, I did not get caught, but I learned my lesson. I was 19 years old, and this is a crazy story. I could have did some serious time on Rikers Island or maybe upstate. But this is just to set an example to you guys. Some people are not that fortunate. Some people are not that lucky, right? So with that being said, let's move right along into it. You heard? It's Dmoneybags on the check-in. Yeah. So let's get right into it. Cut straight to the chase. You heard? All right. So if you watch my videos from before, you guys know I grew up in Ozone Park in East New York, right on the borderline. You know what I'm saying? So this was I used to live by the corner of 79th Street and Pickett Avenue, right? This is Ozone Park. East New York is like 3-4 blocks away, right off Pickett Avenue. 214 is right up the block from where I used to live. This is where I grew up at, right? Around this time, my mind was different. I was a kid. I wasn't thinking in a rational way. I was following other people and following what other people did, and you know, I wanted to make fast money. You know, I knew drug dealers and stuff like that. I won't say people's names, of course. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I don't want no problems. And that's just the way I am. I don't, you know what I mean? I mind my business. Anyway, I had a couple family members that was involved and stuff like that. Now, I can't say no names or nothing, but I'm just, like I said, I'm setting an example for young kids that were around my age that I was back then, right? So I lived in East New York, Ozone Park, you know, and I was just trying to make some fast money. I was in college at the time I was doing this. I didn't have a job, and you know, I had lost my job or something like that, if I recall, and I was selling weed, and then through a family member of mine was a huge connect for me. And I used to get crack, cocaine, and cocaine, right? I used to get it, grams of it. And how I started out was I met a lady that used crack, right? I met a crackhead on the street, and I gave her a sample. I said, yo, here's a sample. I got this stuff. And I said, yo, tell your friends, tell your people, here's my phone number. Tell me how it is. Call me. She called me right away. Let's rewind a little bit before this all happened. This is 2004, like I said, almost 20 years ago, 2004, 2005, right? I first started out like in 2004. I used to get it from my cousin. I used to get cold grams and grams of crack. and I used to distribute a little bit to certain friends, you know, little friends that would sell little bullshit here and there. Nothing major or big. I wasn't no big drug dealer or nothing, but I was hooking people up because I had to connect. I would never let anybody know where my cousin lived or nothing, right? It was a few people that I really trusted, you know, a few friends, maybe 4 or 5 friends. I would get a few for them and hook them up. And I realized, I said, you know what, I could get this shit for myself. I said, I'm gonna try to do this shit. I could do this shit. One-man team. I didn't have no partners or nothing like that. I don't really trust people, to be honest with you. You heard? So I started getting it for myself, telling my cousin that it was for my friends. So he didn't know. If he knew it was for me, he would be like, yo, why you getting this for? Or whatever. You know, he probably wouldn't have gave it to me. But anyway, I started getting it for myself, and like I said, let's go back to that one crackhead lady that I met. I met her, and I gave her the sample. I gave her my number, and she tried it out right away. The next day, calling like crazy. Her next put me on. I met a couple of her friends, and this led me to a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of other crackheads, and I was going to crack houses, and it was crazy madness. I ended up one time in a crack house, somewhere in like I think in Woodhaven, the owners of that house, they were crackheads and heroin addicts. You know what I mean? I was in there with a whole bunch of them, feet out, doped out, lying down. Some of them sleeping, some of them up. They was cooking. They had beers. I was chilling there, watching them smoke crack, shoot heroin, and all of that. And they really were low. Like getting the heroin was very difficult for them. You know, they were complaining about that. They said nobody really got it around here. It's very hard for us to get it. And I had to connect to get that through somebody else. And I told them, don't worry. Eventually, you guys keep buying from me. I'm gonna end up getting that for y'all. And I can bring this for y'all. And I was eventually gonna take it to that next level. I was serious. I really was. And mind you, remember, I was a little kid. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So for the youth watching this, this is how you could get led down the wrong path. You start making the money. I wasn't making no crazy money, but I was making decent money to pay for my car, insurance, and stuff like that. Help bring groceries for my parents and certain things. And, you know, buy sneakers and certain things like that, right? And I only did this for about, I would say, 6 months selling it by myself, 6, 7 months. And the previous year, 2004, I was getting it for friends and, you know, dipping and dabbling and shit like that. Just hustling and making an extra dollar off of helping my friends, and they would hit me up. All right, so let's move right along. So I was going to get that. I was going to get this heroin, man. But I ran into the boys. I had this one incident with the boys, and this is where I could have got locked up for a long time, maybe a few years. I think the boys eventually knew that I was selling, and they were watching me. And I was dealing with a lot of users, right? I don't want to say that word crackhead. I'm just trying to be straightforward and straight blank with it. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. But these users, they were the indulgers. I'm gonna say that the indulgers. I believe they told on me, or they was spilling the beans. Spilling the motherfucking beans, right? That's why this game it's a dirty game, man. You could get snitched on by other drug dealers. People that you think is the baddest niggas and all of this, they the ones snitching, some of them. Not all, no disrespect, but you'd be surprised. The toughest dudes, or the ones that look like they playing that part, they be the fucking rats. And these indulgers, the people that use it, they telling ASAP fast, and the boys give you money to snitch. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. The boys will bring you in and tell you, yo, I give you $1,500. Tell me who got a gun. Tell me who's selling the drugs. This, that. You think a crackhead won't give you up? ASAP, they giving you up. So anyway, with that being said, so watch out for that. With that being said, one day I was leaving my crib. I had 10 grams of crack on me. I had 10 grams of crack. That's nothing, but this could put you away for a little short period, right? I had a bunch of dime bags in my socks, right? This was 2005, like the end of 2005 or something like that, or early 2006. I forgot. And I was leaving my crib, right? I was about to pull off, but something told me, yo, just stay there, sit here for a minute in the car, because I seen a DT car roll past my crib. They hit the corner of Picken and 79th, right? And they made a left, and another left. There's a cemetery right there coming around. And they came around again and again and again, like 4 or 5 times. You know, I keep seeing the Chevy sign, like the sign of the cross. I kept seeing that, and I'm like, yo, nah, something ain't right. Mind you, I have 10 grams of crack cocaine on me, right? I had it in the cup holder part of the Acura Legend. I don't want anybody to know about the Acura Legend. You can put it in there and think, right? I had it there. I moved it from there and put it on the sunroof, and the top of the sunroof, in the thing in the sunroof, right? But the sunroof was a little bit open, right? So I put it there. Someone told me put it there, and I had the weed in my socks. So now finally I'm like, yo, I'm gonna pull off. I pulled off, made a right on Pitkin Avenue, going down. I hit 78, 77, 76. By the time I get to like 75th or 76, going to 75th, coming down Pitkin, going down towards, I'm heading East New York now. I see some cars zooming up. I'm looking through the rear view mirror, right? I'm looking through the rear view mirror. I see that Chevy sign zooming up, coming. I look through the rear, I was like, oh shit. Woo, 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 woo. Pulled over. I pulled over right on the corner of where I graduated from, PS 214 on Drew and Pitkin. I pulled over right by that corner. They pulled me over right there, right? Come up to the car, sir, can I see your license and registration? Boom, I gave it to them, boom. They came back and told me, yo, sir, your license is suspended. Do me a favor. They came and, you know, they asked me a few questions before that. Do me a favor. Turn the car off, bring the key, and come to the back of the car, right? I said, all right, officer. I looked up. This is the catch to the story, right? I looked up. And remember I told you the sunroof was kind of cracked, right? The sunroof, a piece of the plastic for the crack, the 10 grams was sticking out right there. If I didn't think fast in that second and make the move that I did, I would have ended up in Rikers Island, and I probably would have went up north, right? I had a suspended license, a bunch of grams of weed, and 10 grams of crack. So what I did, I'm sometimes I think real quick. He said, yeah, take the key out. So if anybody knows about the Acura Legend or any cars like that with the sunroof, there's a sunroof button right here on the side, on the left side, right here, by, like, you know, by where the heaters, the left heater is over here. So when he told me to take out the key, he stepped off and didn't watch me. He stepped off and went to the back of the car. They waiting in the back of the car. He talking with his partner. So I take the key. Instead of turning it and taking it out, I turned it like if I was gonna turn it on, but not turn it on. Clicked it all the way, and now you can activate that sunroof. So what I did was, I clicked it all the way and quickly pressed that button to close the fucking sunroof. Zzz, it was quick, boom, and I took the key out, boom, got out. Now, can't see shit. They got the key. The only way you could unlock that sunroof is by putting the key back in and opening it back up, right? So I thought real quick. So when I closed that shit, they couldn't see no plastic, no nothing, you know. And I didn't go up to move the other shed. You know, there's like a little shed that could cover the glass of the sunroof. I didn't even do that to make it obvious. So I did that quick, boom, closed it, took the key out, got out. Yes, officer. And I was like, whoo! I might have missed this one here. So I was a little confident right there. I had a little confidence. So I came to the back of the car, and they started asking me, like, listen, your license is suspended. If you do not want to get arrested tonight, you got to give us something. Give us somebody with a gun. Do you know anybody with guns? Do you know anybody with weed or drugs? And I said, officers, to be honest with you, you know, I don't know anybody with that. I said, I'm not that type of person. I don't hang out with that type of crowd. I told them straight up. And I told them I don't know nothing. They said, we're going to arrest you. If you don't give us somebody, you got to give us somebody. They were going back and forth from me for like 5 minutes. And I just kept telling them I don't know. I don't know anybody with a gun. I don't know anybody with drugs. I don't know nothing. Nada. Right? Eventually, they gave in. I was about to just take that arrest. I said, fuck it. They're going to lock me up for suspended license. They're going to find the weed when they take me to central booking and lock me up for that too. What's the worst case that could happen? I'm going to just say I smoked that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had like, I don't know how many dimes I had. Probably like 10 dimes or some shit in my socks, or 8 dimes, some shit like that. So, but they let me go. The moral of the story is, they let me go. They said, yo, take your car. You live right. You know where you live at. Mr. Perry, go park your car. And we don't want to see you on the road for the rest of the night with this car. If we catch you on the road with this car, we are going to arrest you. I said, okay, officers. You know what's one thing you got to take from me too, youngsters? You young kids, I never used to mouth off to the police. It's a lose-lose situation. Do not mouth off. Act very nice. Talk calm. All that ghetto talk shit, cut that out. Talk regular. Talk normal. Try to talk normal. That ghetto shit, all that ghetto slang, cut that out. Because they're going to treat you different. You have to show them a little bit of respect. Or show them respect. That's all you got to do. I showed them the utmost respect. Yes, officer. Yes, sir. All right, no problem. And they let you slide with shit. Once you show them respect, they don't act so aggressive. Because remember, these guys deal with a whole bunch of different characters all day, every day. They don't know what to expect, so they're fucking nervous. You know what I mean? They quick to grab that fucking gun or grab that baton and bust your head open, man. So you got to talk with respect to the police. And, you know, I got off on a lot of different things just from being respectful and talking like a civilized person. You know what I'm saying? So let that be a lesson, man. Anyway, so the moral of the story is, I got away with that. I could have did maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know how much. I don't really know how the system works. But that was a huge break for me. And that ended me selling fucking drugs. After that, you know what I did with that shit? I gave like half of that shit away. I drove back to my crib. I grabbed them grams. I went put it in my crib. I started calling up them base heads and all of that. And a few days later, yo, I got this for you. I got that for you. Try to steal something from me. Get something for me, and I got you. I was giving it away, trading it, and I gave a lot of the shit away. To be basically honest, I was giving away much more than whatever. I just wanted to get the shit off my motherfucking hands and be done with it. Cause I was like, yo, I was this close to going to motherfucking jail and having a felony record. You know what I'm saying? So by the grace of God, it did not happen to me. So, yo, you young kids out here, man, I hope y'all learn a lesson from this. Remember, I was a young kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I was following the crowd. I was getting myself into bullshit. My mind was different then. I'm almost 35 years old. Back then I was 18, 19. Half my life, basically, you know. Here I am now to tell you guys this story. Family members and certain people didn't know. I wasn't no big quote-unquote drug dealer. No. But this is a part of my story, and this is true facts, you heard? Anyway, with that being said, that ends this clip. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Shout out to the whole New York City. All the 5 boroughs, you already know. Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten, Manhattan, Strong Island. All the 50 states. All the major cities in the United States. And everybody worldwide. Shout out. And shout out to Guyana. You already know. You heard? All my family, all my people. Shout out to Warpath. Check out On the Lockout. Go subscribe. You heard? Shout out to all my YouTubers. With that being said, one love. God bless. You are now tuned in to your boy, Dmoneybags. On the check.